Hello guys and welcome back to the first ever Nick the Kid podcast. We haven't chosen a name for this podcast yet, but I'm going to tell you we're going to have hundreds of episodes. It's going to be the best podcast ever, and years from now, you'll still hear about this podcast. So I'm here with Faith today. She's my first guest. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, I'm Faith.
What's your best joke?
My best joke? Okay. Why did a snail paint an S on his car? You have to ask why.
Why? It's a Model S?
No.
No?
So people would say, look at that escargot. It's funny, okay? It's funny.
Cue the intro. The 1%. So I should probably introduce Faith. She's 18, just like me. She has like the coolest job. Not the coolest job, mine's cooler, but she works with electric cars at the government, right?
Yeah, I work with CanMet Energy Ottawa, and I do electric vehicle feasibility studies.
So it sounds complicated, but she's pretty much getting trained to go work for Tesla. That's how I like to see it.
That's 100% not what it is, but if that's what makes you happy.
That's what it is. She buys Teslas and pretty much tests them out.
I do not buy Teslas.
No, you just buy batteries?
Yeah.
Okay, she works with batteries. Batteries are the future for sure. So a lot of you guys are wondering, what's cool with my life? So here's what we're going to talk about the podcast. Whatever I want. It's that simple. So if I like tech, if I like Tesla, if I like artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, soccer, I don't know what I like, reading books, it's going to be that. Because I feel like when you do what you love, it goes by a lot quicker. It's fun. You actually enjoy your life instead of just making money. So what should we talk about today? What do you like? SpaceX. Okay, talking about SpaceX. Last night, or this morning, at 2:30 a.m., they launched their rocket. So they launched a Falcon Heavy.
Yeah.
It was their third launch ever of the Falcon Heavy. It was like a big deal for Elon Musk. He said it's the most complicated launch ever, which I'm actually surprised. It's their first reusable main core, first of all, and they had so many satellites in that spaceship.
Yeah, they had 24 different satellites, mainly from NASA and the United States Air Force, which was pretty wild. So they needed to launch like the 24 satellites into 3 different orbits, which is what made it so challenging of a mission. So that means that they needed 4 separate, I guess, like phases, how you could call it. So you have like first stage, which is where all the boosters break off. And then you have the second stage, and they needed 4 different components to their second stage so they could put the satellites into 3 different orbits.
So pretty much they get to an altitude of like 150 kilometers high. They drop off rockets. Then they keep going. Satellites. I mean, not rockets. They drop off more satellites. I don't know what all the ranges are, but I think it's like 150, 400, and then like a few thousand. I'm not sure for this mission, but usually there's like space rings.
Yeah.
Like the difference between our atmosphere and space or whatever. Yeah, but it was pretty much the most complex mission because they had to drop off satellites at 3 orbits. That's like insane just to think about writing the code for that to actually happen, building the spaceship. The rocket, I don't know what you call it. That's insane. So I tried to watch at 2:30, but I fell asleep before then. You were sleeping too.
I was going to wake up at 2:30, but it's just way too early. I was not going to get up for work the next day if I watched the launch. So
I set an alarm. That didn't wake me up.
No.
It's sad. But yeah, SpaceX.
Yeah, and it was like a huge success.
Company.
The launch.
It was a huge success, except that the main core landed in the water.
Yeah, they lost the main core, but that's happened the first 2 times before, so they kind of saw that one coming, and it was like it wasn't an unpredicted failure.
And you're saying that they recover these middle cores. I don't know how that works, because the ocean is like thousands of feet deep. And you think if they missed
I didn't say they were. It's a maybe. I don't know. I have to look it up.
I wonder what happens, because like, does the world just let them pollute if they miss a rocket landing? Just, whatever, just let it sink. I know there's a bunch of ships from, like, World War II and stuff that just, like, sunken in the ocean. So maybe if there's, like, 100 spaceships in the ocean and we're just leaving there.
I don't know what they did with the core this time. I didn't look it up, but...
Because all the rockets,
didn't catch the core.
since the first 50 years, were not reusable.
No.
All the Saturn V missions and stuff, they didn't land any of those. They just landed the capsule with the astronauts. So
yeah, that's why SpaceX was such a big deal. But
I think we're also gonna need to make a Twitter so you guys can correct us on every fact.
Oh yeah, we're so wrong. 100%.
Every fact that we talk
have no idea
about
what
that
we're talking
wrong,
about.
We're gonna need you guys to correct us. So how this podcast goes, I'll probably have different people like every week. I can have whoever I want. I can have friends, family members, experts in a field, whatever I want to talk about. I feel like That's the best way to make it interesting, depending on the topics, depending on who's around me. So that's how it's going to go pretty much. What else is cool in life?
Batteries.
Yeah, batteries are pretty cool. You like batteries?
That's literally what I do. So.
Which one are your favorites? Lithium ions?
That's like the most efficient kind we have right now, unless you go like solid state. But solid state is still in like preliminary phases.
Yeah, so how long have we had those batteries? Like a few decades?
Lithium ions? Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Since smartphones or before then?
They've been around since before smartphones. Pretty sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty wild. It's what we use for most electric vehicles.
We still haven't developed...
Like, you could use, like, nickel metal hydride. I'm struggling with words. Nickel metal hydride batteries. Hydrate?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right. Anyways, the nickel ones. You could use theirs, but they're not quite as efficient. Like, they don't have the same energy density as a lithium ion battery, so you can't get as much, like,
that's
bang for
the
your
best
buck.
ones we have right now. And they're probably researching...
Yeah,
solid state drives. They're gonna be. Are they gonna have more storage, or are they gonna be more compact? Which is
they're more compact. Like you can get like more bang for your buck kind of thing.
Are they also better for the environment and stuff like that, or not really?
I don't know.
They're just better batteries.
They're just better batteries.
Okay.
Like the fact that we're switching to batteries instead of going fossil fuels or combustibles is still good. Like that's a step in the right direction.
It's like electric cars. They're not perfect, but in the long run, they're better than ICE. Combustion engines cars.
Like even electricity has emissions associated with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like, how did you get the electricity?
Yeah, there's different ways. Solar power, everything.
There's still a level of emissions associated with using electric vehicles. It's just not nearly on the level of using like I don't know, like a diesel truck or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's pretty wild. Okay. So now can I start talking now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put that in the podcast too.
Put that in the podcast. Great call. Well, I'd like to point out the fact that you said welcome back to my first podcast, as though people have listened to your podcast before.
Did I say that?
This is your first podcast, so you can't say welcome back at the beginning of your first podcast. Is that how it goes?
I tried to just copy my YouTube Minecraft intro and adjust it to a podcast, but
you done goofed.
Maybe it's like muscle memory. My mouth just says the thing welcome back.
Yeah.
And I don't think...
You should have just stuck with like a welcome to Nick's first podcast instead of welcome back to Nick's first podcast. That's such a great sentence.
Talking about welcome, I heard a trick last week that if you don't know, apparently in Hollywood, like you meet a bunch of people, and if there's a famous person that you don't know if you met them, instead of saying nice to meet you, you say good to see you. Whether it's the first time or you see them again. Because if you say good to see you, you can use it if it's the first time you meet them, or you can use it if
like,
you
wow,
meet them
I'm so nice. Like, it's so good to meet you, or like, wow, it's so good to see you again. It's just like, wow,
I know, it's
good job.
Trick. I don't recognize, I don't forget faces. Names sometimes, but not faces. But that's a cool trick. I don't know if it works.
Pretty solid. Duly noted. When I walk into meetings, people are like, oh my god, hi Faith. Like, I'm always stuck with like, do I know these people? Have I spoken to this person?
Oh, so it's relevant for you too.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Well, that sucks. You have to go to meetings at work.
Yeah, that's what people who work normal jobs do. We go to meetings and we talk about things.
Aren't they fun?
Wow.
Okay.
Love my 9 to 5. It's great.
9 to 5. Isn't it 8 to 4?
No, but like when people talk about jobs like this, they're like, oh, it's a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Too. Like, yeah. Even though it's an 8 to 4.
That's pretty much you.
Yeah, pretty much me.
Okay. Do you have any cool stories? It's a podcast.
What do you mean? Like,
you're supposed to be interesting. That's why you're on here. I don't have stories.
I feel attacked. You're supposed to be interesting. It's your podcast. You need to be interesting.
Guys, I'm interesting, so I'm gonna go play Minecraft.
No, you're not. That's lame.
I'm not gonna leave.
You're like 12.
Oh, and for this podcast, I thought about recording the video, but apparently my guests are gonna feel stressed. That's what my cousin says, and I kind of believe it. I wanted to put it on YouTube, but if you're watching this on YouTube, it's gonna be the cool waves. If I figure out how to do that, so the louder you talk, the louder the wave. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I've seen it done before.
Okay.
And we're going to have to figure out so many things. I have so much to learn about podcasts. I know absolutely nothing about talking to people, about posting it online. So I'm going to figure out everything. It's going to be so much fun. So maybe on Spotify we can put it, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, other things like that. In the future, we're going to have sponsors, right?
We're going to have sponsors?
That's how we're going to make money in a few years from now.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I'll have to start paying my guests when I make money. Oh, that's gonna suck.
I don't get paid though. I'm the first one. I don't get paid.
I'm not getting paid either, and I have to buy microphones, but...
Your idea. I should get paid for supporting you in your ideas.
It was easy to start this, because I already had 2 microphones, mine and my brother's from gaming. So that's easy. I have a laptop, and there you go. You just edit them together.
Wow.
Okay, you still haven't told me any cool stories.
I don't have any cool stories.
No, your life sucks.
My life does not suck. Oh, I told you about my driving adventure, right?
What happened?
My friends and I went driving.
Wait, you don't even have a license.
No, I don't have a license. My friend has a license.
Okay.
But I told you about that, didn't I?
What happened?
Oh, like we were driving around and we thought
You probably told me, but...
Yeah, we definitely did. But like we were driving down the street, we saw this guy on a bike and he looked like he kept checking behind his shoulder to see where we were.
Yeah.
So we slowed down and we followed him for the duration of his bike ride. And we
followed a bike?
Yeah.
In a car?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we followed him to like a school and we ended up like driving around on the school grass.
Was it like a cute boy or some creepy
No,
guy?
just like a random guy. He was just riding his bike. And he went into like a school parking lot because he thought we wouldn't follow him into a school parking lot, but we did. We ended up driving on the grass.
I didn't know
and
you were weird like that. I would just run the bike over.
No.
It's like in GTA 5. No?
Turns out it was my friend's neighbor, so it was okay. Like my friend who was driving.
Oh,
she did. My friend who was driving, it was her
Okay,
neighbor, so it was
sense.
okay. We're not crazy.
Well, my life is fun. I went skydiving for my 18th birthday. That's officially...
That's a long time ago.
That's the coolest thing I've done in my life.
I'm trying to think of, like, I don't think I've... What's the coolest thing I've done in my life?
You can talk, like, loud enough so people don't think you're whispering.
Oh.
So I'm also training for marathon in September, and I'm wondering, like, from 1 to 10, how awesome running a marathon is. Is it gonna beat skydiving?
I feel like skydiving is cooler. Like, I feel like a marathon is definitely up there. Like, it's on a lot of people, like, bucket list items, and a lot of people don't get to it because it's a lot of, like,
a lot of people,
hard
like,
work.
1 out of 1,000 people, but sure,
like,
a lot of people.
I don't know. I think it'll be good, but I think it's gonna be second to the skydiving.
Is it on your bucket list?
No.
I don't know anyone in life that wants to run a marathon, just letting you know. But
No, like, my best friend's dad is a marathon runner.
I think more people have gone skydiving than run a marathon, though. Because I know, like, a few people
actually,
that have.
That probably makes sense.
I don't know anyone that runs marathon. And, like, the high of skydiving is probably higher than running a marathon, right?
Mm-hmm. But, like, the amount of effort that you put into a marathon, like, you're training for
sure.
so long.
For
So, like,
3
the
to 4
satisfaction
months.
you'll feel after running it.
Oh, yeah, for
like,
sure.
it's going to be different.
But I'm
so, it might
wondering-
be on par, but, like, a completely different experience.
Yeah, for sure. It's completely different. I'm wondering, which one would you remember longer, though? If you're 80 years old and you're talking to your husband, like, dying in a hospital...
Am I going to talk about skydiving or running a marathon?
Like, I feel like running a marathon's like a bigger accomplishment.
Okay, yeah, that's a good word. Accomplishment.
It's not as hype,
definitely
though, right?
It's not as hype, but it's definitely an
Oh,
accomplishment.
it's
That's
an
better.
accomplishment. Okay.
So you could put that on your life accomplishments list.
Hopefully I'm not injured like every other soccer season, but I'm going to sacrifice like a few days missing soccer to go run a good marathon. And I actually think, let me know if you agree with me on this, I think it's more mental than physical running a marathon.
100%.
What do you think?
Yeah. Like you said,
And there's a call. You can answer.
it's my mom.
Answer.
Right now?
Yeah.
Hi, Ma. It's Faith. What's up?
I'm recording a podcast.
I'm at a friend's house.
Recording a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
We'll
thanks,
be
Mom.
right back.
Thanks, Mom. I love you too. Okay. I love you, Mom.
And there was Face Mom calling her just to let her know she loves you.
Yeah. My mother, okay, I told her, I was like, she asked where I was. And I was like, oh, I was at a friend's house. She's like, you're at a friend's house? You don't even live there. I'm so proud of you. You made friends. And I was like, Mom, I have a life. And she was just going off. Nice. It was kind of cute. It was cute.
I just got a wild idea. If I close my computer, does it stop the recording?
Are you really going to test this?
No, I'm scared. Because when I turn it off, Spotify stops playing music.
I feel like you should just risk it.
No, I'm not
No,
restarting
you're not
in
gonna
15
do it?
minutes. I think it would, though. Okay, we're talking about running a marathon, right?
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Whether it's more mental or physical.
Oh, yeah,
we decided that it was more mental.
Yeah,
because
for
it's
sure.
all about, like,
people say, like, oh, it's easy,
training.
you play sports and stuff, but, like, from what I've learned from, like, mental training mental strength training at soccer, like your brain controls you so much and it's so powerful. I feel like you could not train for anything. You get so injured, but I feel like you could run a marathon without training. It's stupid. So I'm training to run a marathon and for it to be easy and get a good time, but I definitely think it's mental. So my strategy, I used to run with music. I'm going to listen to podcasts.
Listen to podcasts while you run?
That's how committed I am to running. Yeah, I've been training for like a month listening to podcasts. Pretty much just David and Jason's views. And then sometimes there's this weird doctor that talks about like startups and like mastering a skill. And then I also listen to Joe Rogan, but they're 2 to 3 hours. So I just watch the clips on YouTube because I don't have 2 to 3 hours. Oh, talking about time, how long should our podcast be? I think the goal is like 40 minutes.
That's so long.
40 minutes is long. How long does it take to bus home? Like 40 minutes?
To bus home from where? From here?
From work.
From work?
Like an hour?
Yeah, like an hour.
So you have time for a podcast. Isn't that the perfect time?
No.
Like, what are the popular shows on Netflix? Breaking Bad, The 100, stuff like that, Friends. Aren't those 40 minutes?
Friends is 20 minutes.
Okay, Friends is bad. Oh no, I can't say that.
You can't say that.
Oh no, guys, don't dislike. Don't skip the podcast. Friends is good. I think most of them. I watch Black Mirror. It's like Black Mirror is so weird. There's episodes like 35 minutes and there's some like an hour 15. But I love Black Mirror. Do you like it?
I like the first season and the second season.
You watched those seasons with me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've watched, the first and second.
I think I'm on the 3rd or 4th season. I love the like reality that they imagine, the technology that could be in our brains, and like it seems like out far, like a stretch, but I think half the stuff is gonna happen. Like not blocking people in real life, but like the virtual tech and stuff like that. Not virtual, but like the assistants and machine learning and stuff. I think that's gonna be legit. And the first season's had more of that. And you know the episode that they use currency is like you working out and stuff. Like it's really far-fetched, but it's like a cool concept just to think about. It's so different than every other episode. And then the last ones, it's just with celebrities. It feels more like just a regular show to pass time. I don't like this as much, but
yeah, a lot of people were saying that they didn't like the later seasons because it shifted away what it was talking about at the beginning.
But I definitely like Black Mirror. It's on my top 2 shows. Top 2
What's the other
shows.
one?
I've only watched 2, 13 Reasons Why, and Black Mirror now. 13 Reasons Why is pretty cool. If you guys don't know what I look like, I pretty much look like Clay. That's what people told me.
Like, a little bit.
Clay. I used to dress like that. I think I have the exact shirt he wears, like in a different color. So people in high school would tell me that when it was popular. And then I didn't know what it was till like a year later when I actually got Netflix.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I didn't use Netflix. But Netflix has some competition now. I follow stocks, and Disney is releasing a streaming service.
I saw that.
Isn't that crazy?
But now they're gonna take all the Disney stuff off Netflix, which means I have to get the Disney one too. I just want to watch
Disney
Netflix.
owns so many companies. They own Pixar. They own Marvel. Like a bunch of those companies. So
all of those shows are gonna be off Netflix.
There's gonna be like all the famous stuff. Pretty much, it's gonna be off Netflix. That's why Netflix is investing so much in their originals. Because you know how Netflix works? They buy the rights to, like, let's say playing 50 Shades of Grey. They pay them, like, $15 million, and they say, we can stream this for a year. But if they film their own show, even if they spend $25 million on their show, they get it forever. It's their own show.
Yeah.
So those are super profitable for them instead of paying a huge licensing fee. So they're probably going to make more custom show.
Yeah, and their Netflix originals aren't doing bad. Like, they're actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, so they look pretty cool. And I like those because they're in 4K. The new stuff's in 4K. So when you have a 4K TV, there's like Dolby Vision, which is this new sick technology that's on our TV. So I'm not against it. I prefer good shows over what's popular, in my opinion. I like
a lot of times the good shows are popular. Just saying.
I prefer shows that my friends recommend me because I think they know me better than the Google algorithm. I think that's a possibility.
Yes.
Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, I like those shows. That's my opinion. Okay, do we have any crazy stories for today? Nearly 100 drivers followed a Google Maps detour and it ended up stuck in a ditch. That's interesting. Oh, talking about Google Maps. Okay, so I want to transition into like Tesla. Tesla is crazy because there's all these startups that have big dreams about self-driving, but they use cameras on top of their car that cost like $80,000, and then they pair. So like that sends like beams that detects the distance of objects, and it's super accurate. It's just way too expensive. You're not gonna buy a car that has an $80,000 camera. So Tesla instead uses cheap radars and a combination of cameras, and like they both have their strength, and they're both way cheaper together than just that huge camera. So Tesla, I feel I like Tesla so much. I buy their stocks. I fanboy
you do have a little
car.
bit of a Tesla problem.
So that's really neat about Tesla. They combine like cameras. Cameras are amazing because they can read color. I don't know what else they can do. They can see color. And then like sensors are like super accurate. So like the camera reads the color of the stop sign, lights, stuff like that. And the sensor knows how far it is, if there's an object and stuff like that. And like they combine them in the software or somehow, and they make the perfect car that's affordable, like 35,000 US. That's really good.
Yeah.
Not affordable, but like top
it's
like 20%.
Better than the other option, which is
definitely, yeah. So in a few years, I think everyone's gonna be driving Teslas.
Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe like a couple more. Maybe a little bit more than a few.
So far, there's like 1% of Teslas on the road, right? Oh no, I think it's new purchases. That makes sense, right? They have like 1.5% of market share, and it's crazy. They have 1.5% of the sales, but their profit, the Model 3 beat every competitor in its category. It's beating Honda Accords, Toyota Corollas, like everything in profit of new car sales. I find that insane. It's actually insane how much they dominate. And then they have their Model S and X, and the Model 3. It's a luxury car, so they compare it to like BMWs, like those kind of cars, and in the last quarter it sold more than every other luxury car has sold in the last year. So they're selling like 4 times more. It's insane.
Okay.
It's insane. That's why I buy this.
That is pretty
They're
insane.
growing so quickly, and it's like a car. It's like half car, half tech company, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a Ford. Like they have way more technology than Ford, but it's not like an Apple or Google.
Yeah.
Or an Amazon. So, and they're still like doubling their sales every year. I don't know the stats, but like doubling almost for a car.
Tesla's
company.
growing, so people are becoming more aware of like how they need to be
That's
environmentally
insane.
conscious and how they need to support innovation and technology, how they need to be like looking to the future and not focusing on like just what's happening now. So like Tesla's definitely tackling that market, and like now they're the only people who are really capitalizing on that market.
You think people buy Teslas because they care about the environment?
No, like they buy Teslas because like they're supporting innovation and like they like how.
Oh really? I just thought of it as first when they came out in like 2011 with the Model S. It's not even the fact that it was electric. It was for 100,000. It was a faster car than BMW, Mercedes, or who else was making. So
like an added bonus is that it's electric,
yeah,
which is great.
That was on the side. That wasn't even the selling part of Teslas. It was the fastest car. It had like an iPad. Like
their acceleration is insane.
They started designing their tablet in the car before the Apple came out with the iPad. That's how like insane innovative it is. Like there's the iPhone 3 or 4, and they were making a tablet. I love Tesla. Yeah, that's why I think they grow so much.
Just to summarize, Nick loves Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna hear that every single podcast. I hope you don't hate me for. So, yeah, I think that's insane. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, people buy Teslas because they're just such good cars, and it's just like an added bonus that they're electric. So.
Like I do think that is a key selling feature, but yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like people that care for the environment, there's like Nissan Leafs and stuff for like 15,000 cheaper.
Like if they do buy it for like all the reasons we just talked about, but the electric component is like a big part of it. But yeah.
But I feel like that's more the youngest generation that cares. Because if you're old, you won't care about the earth, wouldn't you? I don't think I would, unless you're like well off, retired, you have money. Then I would spend it on the environment, but. It's kind of interesting, and it's crazy because the Nissan Leaf in those cars, the range is like 100 kilometers, 60 kilometers.
A lot of them have really bad range.
It's only for the city, pretty much, and Tesla has like
they do
500 kilometers
ranges. Yeah,
it's insane. I saw the stat, the like 2012 Model S, when it came out, This is 7 years ago. We're in 2019 right now. It came out 7 years ago. It has more range than any other competitor in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
They're 7 years ahead of the competition for battery capacity. And they just bought Maxwell like a few months ago. They're building a huge location in Shanghai.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla's so amazing.
So Nick is fangirling really hard right now.
So I'm fanboying and fangirling. Hey?
Yeah.
So I was gonna talk. Have you heard about like the autopilot fleet or the robo taxis?
Yeah, I've heard about them.
Do you think that's gonna become legit?
Like
they're saying 18 months from now, you're gonna be ordering an Uber on the Tesla app, and it's gonna be just the car picking you up.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people are still really skeptical about it because like the only press that like self-driving cars get is like bad press right now of like them crashing, or like self-driving car runs over old women, self-driving car runs itself into a flagpole, like it's always stuff like that. Like as soon as it starts getting better press, I feel like people will be more open to it. But right now I think people are just super skeptical of like, I don't want like technology taking over my life, like everything's gonna become robots, like everyone has that mentality.
That makes sense. I feel like news are terrible because it's literally, the definition of news is something that doesn't happen often. So if every few months you see a plane crash, people like actually get scared of taking the plane from that. And it's crazy. You don't put things into perspective. Most people don't. Like there's news about a flight going missing because it never happens. Mm-hmm. And yet people see that and think that's reality. It is reality, but it's not like the everyday life.
Not like an accurate representation of what's going on.
Like people don't put stuff into perspective. That's why I hate the news. But so about a conversation. We were talking about self-driving cars.
Yeah, we're talking about self-driving cars. You went on like a complete side tangent.
So like, it's crazy. Like a month ago, Tesla made people try out their completely self-driving cars. Right now, it's just for the highway, I think, and like it summons the car, so it's like level 3-ish. But they showed off this demo that can read the stop signs, which is pretty much what the cars today can't do on autopilot. So it can read the stop sign, like merge onto the highway, get off, turn in the city. They've demoed that and it works. So obviously it's just a prototype because no other company has it.
Yeah.
I think like in a year or two for sure they can release that to the public. It would be safe enough. But the problem is like the licensing you need from the states and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I feel like that might take a few years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's crazy because there's already stats that show the amount of crash you get for a self-driving car compared to a regular human. Let's say a self-driving car is like every like every million miles there's a crash or something.
Yeah.
And then for humans it's like every like 550 miles. So self-driving cars are already like twice less likely to crash than humans.
I think that's the thing that like a lot of people forget.
And people are still scared about them. That mind blows me.
It's like, electric car, like these self-driving cars are gonna crash, but you crash too. And as long as the computer is safer than a human, like not gonna lie, we set the standard pretty low. Like, like we crash a lot.
Driving drunk, hi.
Yeah, you never have to worry about a drunk driving car. Like that's not really a problem. But yeah, and as the technology progresses, like if it like eventually gets to the point where you have more self-driving cars than people driving cars on the highway, it might be like there's like a network between them, so they can like recognize where the other cars. It's gonna be so cool.
But I
definitely
so think safer. I think like if the stats prove that it's safer to drive self-driving than you driving it, why doesn't everyone switch? Why don't they admit
people are
that cars are better?
Still afraid of having technology take over their lives? Like,
you think everyone is? Like,
not everyone. It's just like
a lot of generations.
Yeah, like it's like
they don't feel comfortable not having a driving wheel.
Yeah, like some of the younger generations, like people growing up with this being introduced, are gonna be like, cool, self-driving car, like what's new?
I would get hyped about it. If a car had no pedals,
you would.
no steering wheels, I'd get hyped. I'd say let's go try it, and knowing it's safer too. I think people just don't like change.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to get used to change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're talking about self-driving cars. Oh yeah, Tesla also has so much data. It's crazy. These other companies, I don't know what they're called, but other companies trying to build self-driving cars, they literally get a driver to go drive on a road, and then they do that like 50 times, and then they take that data and they build a car around that. Tesla, they take the data from their hundreds of thousands of drivers. So they have like billions of miles of people driving with like their cars, and then the code just improves itself because they have so much data. I think that's why Tesla has such a big advantage.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, they're doing great.
Because I definitely think in 2019, data is the most important thing about technology. I think that's where like everything's going. Because there's a fun fact, in the last like 3 years, we've taken down as much data as we have in the rest of humanity. And that just shows how like crazy, like in the last like decade or so, the amount of data we track on Facebook, on your phones, on whatever else at the grocery store has just skyrocketed like insane. In the last 3 years is as much as the last millions of years on this earth. That's so much data. And I took a data management class.
Yeah.
So
You're kind of an expert. Don't mean to brag, but
totally not. It's just a class, but so I know kind of how it works.
Yeah.
How like programs work with data. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I have a fun challenge for you.
What?
Do you like being comfortable?
Yes.
Let's do that. I have a fun idea. What if every time I have a guest, I make them uncomfortable? No, that'd be terrible.
Wait, what?
I have a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. You take your phone out.
Okay, phone is out.
I want you to call someone that you haven't talked to in over a year and tell them you like them.
Are you like 10?
No,
you're like a 10-year-old at a sleepover.
Is there no one you missed that you haven't talked to in over a year?
Okay. We're gonna go on an adventure. We're gonna go on an adventure right now.
Jeremy, Sarah. I just keep scrolling. I'm just really
Okay, who are we gonna call? You know, so many options.
You're actually down for this? You're not uncomfortable?
No.
Perfect. Okay, you're doing it.
This is like I have one friend who every time we go over to her house, she's one of those people who's like, oh, like we need to call people, or like, oh, give me your phone and let me pick someone to call.
Someone you haven't talked to in over a year. So
if you
finish first year of uni, so someone you haven't talked to since graduating high school.
I haven't talked to since. Oh.
Do you not have random people in your contacts? I have a bunch of people.
I have an idea.
Like friends, you just don't hang out with them, so you don't talk. Do it.
On it. I'm watching.
Hurry up.
I'm okay. We're gonna call them right now. We're actually gonna do this. Who is it?
No, put them on speaker.
No, they're not gonna be on speaker. I'm gonna talk to them first.
No, put them on speaker. We're recording a podcast.
Okay, 1 second. She might be at work.
Put her on speaker, and you just have to say, "I like you." Hang soon. Hey,
okay, she might be at work. Voicemail.
No. Better idea. I get to call someone random.
Oh, not all of these are my contacts. Some of them are like my mom's, so.
You're gonna fail this challenge.
I'm not gonna fail this challenge. I'm gonna find someone to call.
Hurry up. Our time is passing by. We only have like 5-10 minutes left.
5-10 minutes. Wow, what a life to live.
25 minutes.
Oh, okay, I need to find somebody who's awake. You know, who might be a good option.
Why do you act like your friends are from Australia?
Well, some of them are like not in Canada.
Some of them are sleeping at 7 p.m.
You know what? Not everybody. Some people have to wake up early. I don't know.
7? Okay.
You know, I don't really know what we're thinking here. Let's see. I'll go. I got an idea. They're not going to pick up.
Do you have any friends that answer? Oh, I guess it's not
Hello?
friends.
Hey.
Hey, Amelia, it's Faith.
Oh my
Hello?
God.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello?
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 I can't hear.
1 second.
I cannot hear you. This is voicemail. After leaving a message, you...
That was her voice.
That's so funny. I love it.
Oh
Amelia.
my God, that was the coolest thing ever.
I want to make my voicemail that now.
She's actually not your friend?
No, she's my friend.
You just haven't talked to her?
Yeah, I haven't talked to her in a while. She's actually one of my best friends with sisters, but like that's not important.
Her voicemail trolled
Her
you.
voice. That was
I thought
so
she was
funny.
talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's like, "Hello,
Oh
hello,
my God.
hello. I can't hear you.
See, getting out of your comfort zone.
I hate you."
No, it was awesome.
It was not.
That was pretty cool.
I have a really good voicemail idea now, so like, thanks for that.
I don't even know how voicemail works. I still haven't set it up. There's a reminder.
Maybe
What do I say? I say, "Hi, I'm Nick."
Yeah, you can be like, "Hi, I'm Nick,"
Obviously, I didn't answer.
Yeah, you can say something like
Text
that.
me.
Yeah, or like, yeah.
Do I make it sound
But I do that a lot, where like I call a voicemail and it's like, "Hi, you've reached," and I'm like, "Oh my God, hi, how are you?" And they're like, "You've reached my voicemail. I'm not here right now."
No one talks
So-
like that. Hi, you've reached Nick.
Or no, they're like, hi, how are you? Like, or they'll be like it's just like the hi part that throws me off. Someone to do hi in like a really
Oh, yeah,
unnecessary
that's
pause,
true.
and I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? And like, I'll have a full conversation with myself before I realize it's a voicemail.
Or what else you could do? You could set up your voicemail, and if someone calls you often, they get used to your voicemail, and then you talk to them acting like your voicemail. I want to try that too.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, you've reached Nick. And they hang up on you, and you're actually there. Or maybe they would catch on. Yeah, that was a pretty funny call.
That was a great.
Speaking of a great call, I think it's time for a sponsor. What should our sponsor be? We get to just pick sponsors, guys, because we don't have legit sponsors. So today's sponsor is Blue Apron. Are you used to cooking food at home? Well, that's a thing of the past. Now you can just order your food online, and they ship it to your house, and you follow the instructions, and you make food. Blue Apron has changed our life. We don't have a code, but we appreciate if you would like to try it out.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah, I made all that up.
It was terrible.
You didn't like it?
Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was a
Have
pretty.
you ever tried shipping food to your house? Not Uber Eats, like groceries.
No, like I know what you're talking about, like where you can order your groceries
Yeah.
online
Have you
and like
ever
go to like
tried
a
that?
virtual grocery store. No.
We've tried it because there was a promotion. It's HelloFresh, so it's like a different company competing. And we only tried it because there was on discount, because it's actually expensive for like
Yeah.
2-3 meals. It's like $80 or something. We're a full family, so it's like
Yeah,
$30
like-
a meal, but it's like more towards the expensive side. But they legit have cool recipes. The thing that bothered me though is that everything comes in plastic bags. So to make one recipe, you're literally throwing away like 10 plastic bags.
Yeah.
That kind of bothered
Kind of
me.
unnecessary, but
And
yeah.
it's also a bit more expensive, but we tried it.
yeah.
So
I feel like
try
I'd rather
out Blue
just
Apron,
like
guys.
walk to the grocery store, get some groceries.
Yeah, you're so 2018. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
So for the sponsor, I think Squarespace came up next. So good job, Squarespace. I think I was watching YouTube, but Blue Apron's like a go-to. It's like an OG from last year.
Okay.
So if any company wants to sponsor us for like 1 cent, I would put ads on this just to get used to ads, you know? Obviously, I don't expect money from it now, but if you grow this and you get a few hundred episodes and like a few thousand viewers at every episode, then that's how you
Wow,
start
look at
making
you being
money.
all ambitious.
That's how you make money these days.
Okay.
You start something and then you just be patient, and once you scale and grow big, you do affiliate marketing, you do a bunch of stuff, promotions with ads.
Okay.
That's how you make it in 2019. You don't have to be a nurse anymore. You don't have to be a doctor. It's crazy how like last generation, that's what was praised the most.
Yeah.
Being a doctor. Every like the stereotype like
Now
Indian
it's, like-
mom is like become a doctor or you're not my son.
Yeah. But now it's more like people are pushing like entrepreneurs and like
Oh yeah. for
small
sure.
business owners like doing your
I find
like
since-
there's a big push for engineering too. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like there's a
Maybe you're an engineer.
like I'm like that's literally what I ended up in because there was such a big push for it. But
I think definitely coding. There's
Yeah,
some types
coding.
of engineering, like I don't feel like there's much space, like space engineer. What is that called?
an aerospace engineer.
Aerospace and like chemical. I don't know. There's demand. Oh yeah, you're a chemical.
I'm a
engineer.
chemical.
There's demand for sure.
But
Like better than other jobs, but I don't think it's the most demand.
it's definitely not.
Okay.
But it's
Wait, I
versatile.
swear I had something to talk about and I forgot again. Oh my god, someone replaced me.
All right, this is now going to be Faith's podcast. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. See you guys next time. What was I talking about? Jobs in demand, engineering.
I don't even know.
Oh my. Okay, well, I forgot my idea again.
Great job, squirrel.
Was I talking about jobs?
I don't know what you were talking about groceries. I don't know.
Okay, there's like this huge boom in entrepreneurship because since we have the internet, it's so easy to start your business. Like before, if you wanted to be a musician, you had to be good enough that like a music company represents you. Now you can just go on SoundCloud and you upload your music, like you film with your phone. Like the cost of entry to entrepreneurship, I think, is so low now that we have internet.
Yeah.
And since the like 2000s, especially like the last 10 years, like everyone has internet, everyone uses it every day.
Yeah. It's definitely
I
reducing the
think that's
risks
why.
of becoming an entrepreneur because
I
that's why
think-
a lot of people weren't doing it before.
I think it's just a lot easier to start.
Yeah.
You have to invest less money, less time. Right? because you already know how to use the internet and stuff.
There's
So-
a few big hurdles.
That's a good thing. Hopefully in the future, not everyone works at McDonald's, and people start their business.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you have any shout outs to give?
No.
Not even your mom?
Yeah,
Is
shout
that
out to my
called-
mom. The mom who called me. Good job,
Your
guys.
mom that loves you.
Yeah, my
Thanks,
mom that loves me. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. What else is cool?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What day are we today?
I don't even know.
What's the date? Do you know?
It's
I know
June
Wednesday. I'm terrible with dates.
26th.
June 26th. Let's see if you're right. It's because you have a job. When you
Yeah,
have a job,
I had to sign papers.
like you go on your computer and you see the job, and yeah, when you sign stuff too, you need to know.
Yeah,
the
I
date.
need to know what day it was today.
I feel like I should make plans every day, like my plan of the day, and then I would write the date down. I would like to know every day when I think about which day we are, actually know. That's one of my goals.
That was a
pretty
very
easy,
confusing sentence to start with. You're like,
Okay.
every day when I'm writing down what day it is, I should be aware that I'm writing down the day so I know what day it is. I was like, what are you talking about,
That
Nick?
didn't make sense. Every
No.
time I wonder what day it is, I want to know like the exact date, like right away. So if I made a plan every day,
Make a calendar.
yeah, have an agenda, make a calendar.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start doing that.
That's
So we're the
what normal
26th.
people do.
For the 20,
Yeah.
I don't want to be normal, you know that.
No, but people who have, like a plan.
Oh, yeah,
I
shitty
have a
job.
calendar.
Okay, so if we're the 26th, tomorrow write down 27th.
Yeah.
And we're in July. Which month is that? 07?
And
January,
you can't go from
February, March,
27th to
April.
July. You need to go like
March.
29, 30.
Wait, May, April, March, April, May,
What are you trying to figure out?
June.
Are you
It's
trying
a
to figure
7-month?
Yeah, I know it's the
Wait,
7th
January,
month.
February, March, April,
It's
May,
07.
June, July.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
I know.
20, 25, 07, 19. I hate when people write 19. I like 2019.
See, I always just
I'm
do
weird,
19.
right?
I'm lazy.
Oh, I like 19. I like 2019.
Mhm.
What's your favorite app on your phone?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Oh, a cool way to find out. Swipe up from like your phone from the middle of the screen.
Okay.
And what's your first Siri suggestion?
Oh, like a Siri.
Mine's
suggestion?
Snapchat.
I don't use Siri. I don't even get Siri
No, not Siri.
suggestions.
Do you know how to use your phone?
No. Okay. Wait.
Okay,
Wait.
go. Swipe
Siri
up.
app suggestions.
Yeah, what's the top left?
Messages.
iMessage?
Yeah.
I have Snapchat, Stocks, and then Team Snap.
I have messages, Snapchat, settings, and phone.
Settings?
I'm always turning
Oh
my
my
data
God,
on and
you're a
on and
loser.
back off again. Like
you
I'm
don't
always.
have to go in settings for that. You can just...
Wait, what?
You
I
didn't
can
know
just-
that? You can swipe from up top, and you just turn your phone off right here.
Oh
Your
my
hotspot.
goodness! This is
Okay, well-
revolutionary.
Faith is an engineer that doesn't know how to use her phone, so... I
I'm
just
doing
hope
great.
she doesn't get hired at Tesla. That would make me very happy.
You'd be happy if I wasn't hired.
Oh, yeah. Only if you get me a job there.
You know, you got to get there on your own, man.
Oh.
I won't even like. Yeah, no,
You won't even bring up my name
Nope.
in meetings with Elon Musk.
no.
You
You say that as though like bottom level engineers gonna have anywhere to
Oh,
go.
they don't. Maybe if you make it in life.
If I make it in life.
I think connections are so important. In
Yeah,
any
marketing, connections.
business,
Networking.
like even in sports, you have to know coaches. You have to know good people to make it in
Mm-hmm.
life.
Yep.
Probably for companies too.
It's just a
Like
common
even if
fact
you buy
of
real
life
estate, you
that
have to
need
know a good
network.
banker. Yeah, I think networking is so important.
Yeah.
Shout out to LinkedIn.
Yeah, I was about to say
They get to
LinkedIn.
help us.
I love LinkedIn. Yeah.
I was gonna say something again. The whole podcast is gonna be me forgetting what to say.
Yep.
Wait, so you work? Oh yeah, you know people that have talked to Elon before.
Yes.
So I'm 3 connections away from Elon Musk. You to your friend to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So is it someone that works there full time or on a co-op?
No, it's just one of my friends.
What do you mean it's one of your friends?
Like I just have friends who's
Like
talking.
they graduated uni and they work at Tesla?
Yeah, like they're at uni, so they're at
So
Waterloo.
it's a co-op there.
Yeah, it was a co-op there.
And
It's not at my co-op. It was.
it's not
like,
only at Tesla, it's with Elon Musk. They're that high end already?
I'm not gonna say anything. We're done here. No, I'm not gonna.
We're
I
done.
don't want to mix up my facts. I don't want to say like, oh yeah, they
Okay.
talked to Elon Musk if they didn't, but like,
Oh, I thought they did.
I
Oh,
don't. I
I'm
think they
disappointed.
did. Yeah. Now you look
Oh,
really sad.
you heard about... There was this huge like fake news on like a few months ago about Elon Musk coming to Ottawa to give a show. What was that, April Fool's? Oh yeah, it was April Fool's.
That sounds like an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, that was a good one. I believed it for like 10 seconds, and
You were probably very excited.
I knew right away it was way too true to be true. Way too fake to be real. So I looked it up and saw that it was fake.
Fake.
But I'm so happy. I didn't get my like anticipations up before knowing it was fake. It's kind of like dating. I didn't catch feelings, so I'm happy. I got out of it fine. Didn't get hurt.
Okay.
From Elon's fake news. Do you want to give any shoutouts? I think you have to go, right? Our time's running out. Yeah, we have one of those sand thingies. We flipped it, and it's almost at 40 minutes.
Wow.
Do you want to give any shoutouts? Your
No,
Instagram?
No, I'm actually
No,
good.
you don't-
Thank you. Yeah.
You have more
no.
followers than me already?
No, yeah, I already have more followers than you.
And
so.
any idols? Do you have any
No.
idols?
Not
You
that
don't want to shout out like Mona Lisa or...
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, that's going to be it.
Yeah, I know. Super boring.
I have to make a Twitter now so people can talk to me
See,
about
so
my
you should
podcast.
shout out yourself right now.
Okay, but I haven't made the platforms yet, so I don't want to shout them out later because then it won't seem genuine. But we're
Okay.
gonna make a Twitter, we're gonna make a new YouTube, maybe a new Instagram page. So go follow those. They're gonna be my intro of the second episode because it'll be made by then. So
Yeah, you should probably get on that.
thanks for listening, guys. That's gonna be the Nick the Kid podcast. That's a terrible name.
Yeah, we're
No.
definitely going to come up with a better name.
I was gonna come up with a name today and I forgot. So
Okay.
the Nick the Kid. No.
So,
I
like,
can't.
the podcast to be determined, we're going to get on that.
The
But
Cool Podcast.
that's a terrible name.
The
You
Cool
sound like you're
Podcast.
10.
Guys, subscribe to the Cool Podcast. We're gonna be back every week, hopefully. Ka-chow. Thanks for listening to the 1%.